It's been almost 2.5 years since a high school student in Loche opened fire on his community, killing 4 people and injuring 7 others. But still, he cannot answer the question of why he did what he did. The shooter was in Meadow Lake Provincial Court on Tuesday for a sentencing hearing. He was there in an orange prison jumpsuit, and he addressed the court very briefly, reading quickly from a sheet of paper. He apologized to his family and to the community for what he did. He says, "There's no way I can take back what I did, but if I could, I would do it." The shooter's lawyer, Aaron Fox, asked the judge to put in a recommendation that the shooter serve his life sentence in the Saskatoon Regional Psychiatric Centre. Aaron Fox argued that there are forensic experts at the psychiatric center who will be able to work with the shooter to help him understand why he did what he did. Fox said that it's important to understand why the shooter took the actions he did, and if we understand why, then people like police, people who work in schools, community leaders can then take steps to make sure that something like this does not happen again. However, the judge said that she wasn't the best person to make that recommendation. She said there are people at Corrections Canada who can look through all the available evidence and make the best decision about where this person should serve his life sentence. The shooter is 20 years old now, but was 17 years old when he committed the crimes. He has pled guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 7 counts of attempted murder. He was handed down today the maximum sentence for these crimes, which for a youth sentenced as an adult is a life term in prison with no chance of parole for 10 years. Because of his age at the time that he committed his crimes, those sentences will be served concurrently.
It's a bittersweet, right? I mean, finally we got what we wanted. We wanted an adult sentence. We got the adult sentence. The community is still grieving and still waiting for the support that we were promised years ago. The judge highlighted that. And, you know, she was dismayed about some of the things that were promised from the federal and provincial, and we still have not received, especially the victims that will continue to live with what has occurred, right? Their injuries, the supports that they require for those ongoing treatments. The community itself, you know, we're struggling. You know, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of hurt.
This young man pled guilty. He pled guilty in 2016. He's never denied his responsibility for what happened. And he pled guilty at that time with the hope and wish that questions that he needed answered would be answered, and that the help he needed, he would receive it. And so there is a frustration that we're now May of 2018 and that process hasn't even started. And you saw from the placement report, it might not start for another couple of years. The lack of services in this province is just astounding.